The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily the views of ECTV News, the City of East Chicago, nor this broadcast station or website. ECTV airs public meetings as a service to the community it serves. Speakers at public meetings, broadcast, or posted by ECTV News are solely responsible for their comments. ECTV News reserves the right to edit or remove any profanity or abusive language or behavior deemed inappropriate for our viewing audience. If you have any comments or suggestions about this program, contact ECTV News at 219-391-8206.
All right, I'd like to call to order Board of Works meeting for September 27, 2017. The first on the agenda is the regular meeting minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, roll call.
Bell Gomez, William Allen,
Here, yes.
Rena Guzman.
Present.
Okay, so next is the minutes for the August 23rd Board of Works meeting. Any questions, concerns?
No.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Roll call. Second. Roll call.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay. Next on the agenda is Franciscan Alliance Wellness Agreement. This is from HR. Joe, so this is an agreement between us and Franciscan for a miscellaneous test. It was brought to us from HR.
I wasn't in the loop on this. This is submitted by our HR consultant, Tom Daverton. This is updating the wellness agreement with the hospital for performing medical services for the city and the city employees. HR recommends the contract be approved by the board.
Any questions or concerns? Motion to approve the agreement between the City and Franciscan Alliance Wellness.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next we have the agreement and resolution between us and Kronos.
Chemical System Administrator for the City of East Chicago. And what you have before you for your approval is the agreement for maintenance and hosting of our Kronos timekeeping system. Our attorney already drafted a resolution in regards to that. You should have a copy of that as well. And the costs for our resolution, or I'm sorry, for the agreement, the monthly cost of $38.40. It is a 3-year agreement. It is bound to that, as well as some additional fixed costs, one-time costs that are also included on the copy of the agreement as well as the resolution.
Okay, so a one-time cost of $93,353.70.
Actually, the one-time, so yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Any questions or concerns?
Just the equipment purchase. So are we replacing all the equipment or?
Those are for updated time clocks. The equipment.
If there are no other questions or concerns, I'd like to make a motion to approve the contract between the city and Kronos.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Also like to make the motion to approve the resolution between the city and Kronos as well.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have notice to bidders. This is for the asbestos abatement at 4900 Klein. Joe? Joe?
Yes, sir.
Does this require action? Notice to bidders?
I think it's a good policy to, for the board to actually authorize the publication of the statutory notice to bidders, so maybe just by motion and the second and adoption of the motion.
Okay. And then I also have just one correction in here. It states that the bid packet will be available at the engineering office. That needs to be changed to building department. Building department.
Oh, to the building department.
For picking up the specification.
That note should be noted in the publication to be published in the.
Correct.
Also, I have another,
So can we change? Sorry. Porto Latin. Make
the
that.
$50 non-refundable fee. Now, is that also going to be collected?
Yes.
By like check or money order. Okay.
Yes, and it'll be paid with the city of East Chicago.
So
Yep.
for the ad that's going to be published, that we're going to change the place for delivery of the bids, going to the bidding, rather than the engineering department to the
Building
building
department.
department. And otherwise, everything looks good.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, did you say, I'm sorry, did you say the delivery or availability? The packet will be available at the building department, but they can be submitted to the engineering department for the board of works for the bid opening. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, clarification is the bid packets are available at building, but the delivery of bids goes to the engineering department.
Okay. Motion to approve notice to bidders for the asbestos abatement at 4900 Klein.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have Lakeshore Rally Car and Tanker Services. Fire Department.
Good evening, board members. Anthony Stern, Fire Chief. It's procedure to, when we accept a donation, to come before the Board of Public Works to explain what it's for. The donation, we're going to use it for our open house for Saturday, October 7th. And so we're asking for it to be accepted, the donation to be accepted and approved for our open house.
Okay. Any questions or concerns? Motion to accept the donation of $1,000.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, we have outstanding invoices. Star Security, Public Works, in the amount of $180.
Good evening, Keith Selby, Board of Works Director. Yes, these services were actually provided by Star. There was some type of clerical error from our HR department. We just received these, so I asked that we be allowed to pay them.
And you can confirm that the services were
Yes.
met? Okay. All right. Any questions?
No.
Motion to approve outstanding invoices for Star Security in the amount of $180.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have Trevino's Complete Auto Services and Sales, also from Public Works, in the amount of $224.
Yes, this particular service was provided. Unfortunately, this invoice was just now provided to us. So we asked that we are allowed to pay. Actually transpired back around the 20th of July.
Okay. Are there any questions on that?
No.
Motion to approve outstanding invoice for Trevino's Complete Auto Services and Sales in the amount of $224.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have Bud Mechanical Systems in the amount of $6,479.
Yes, we asked that this particular bill be allowed paid. The reason why this was actually late is that we had to reappear before this board to get the rate tables updated. And it was approved on our last meeting. And we'll just like to go ahead and get it paid at this point.
Any questions, concerns?
None.
Motion to approve outstanding invoice from Bud Mechanical Systems in the amount of $6,479.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, we have Vavrick Architects for the Block Stadium Sports Complex project. Plan.
Marino Solorio, Planning and Economic Development Director. Yes, you should have in front of you a proposal from Maverick Architects to do conceptual drawings for Block Stadium. We did have some conceptual drawings before done by Structure Point. Fortunately, we are not using Structure Point, therefore we cannot use the conceptual drawings. What this architect is going to do is going to conceptualize 3 phases that we're looking to do for that Block Stadium. One is the concession stand ticketing, bathrooms. Then the locker room, concession stands, and retail component, and then hopefully a sport complex component. They're all 3 phases because all 3 may not happen at the same time, and or they may not happen, in conjunction with each other. So, sorry, and I just repeated myself, I guess, for the most part. I don't have it in front of me, but the quote I think was for $21,000.
Correct.
And it is, again, to provide that service for us so that the city can then move forward with, if they decide to, and agree to the conceptual drawings, then we move forward to actually start creating specs for the buildings that are slated to hopefully start next year, sometime in, after the season is over. We are hoping that maybe during the season, at least the first phase building could start construction.
Okay. Any questions or concerns?
No, just a note on here, it says the bleachers are a separate project.
Correct, and that the whole bleachers, the field, the fence, the lighting, all that's being done right now as we speak. So yeah, they have nothing to do with that portion. Correct.
Okay. If there are no other questions or concerns, I'd like to make the motion to approve the Block Stadium rendering schematic design package from Vavrick in the amount of $21,000.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 2017-55 for Skillman Amendment Number 2. This is an amendment for an additional $30,000 for work in the marina. No, I'm sorry, not the marina. For miscellaneous work throughout East Chicago, right?
Yes. Project Director Milton Reed, Consultant Project Director, has advised that this government has reached the end of the cap of their amendment number 1 of this consulting services contract, is requesting an additional $30,000 cap for some additional miscellaneous construction, observation, supervision services, including work at the Main and Broadway commercial property. I think they're going to supervise a build-out with a prospective tenant and do other necessary consulting work for the city. We've been very happy with their services.
Any questions or comments? Motion to approve Resolution 2017-55 authorizing the execution of amendment number 2 for professional services consulting agreement with the Scamming Corporation for an additional fee of $30,000.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 2017-56, Michigan Recreation. This is for playground equipment at 4 different parks in the amount of $209,523. This is for Jackson Memorial Park, MLK, Smith, and George Beach Park. Marino, you got some words on this?
Yes, this is Marino Solorio again, for Planning and Economic Development Director. Basically, we have been purchasing playground equipment for the past 4 years, and we've been using the same contractor for consistency purposes. When we first actually bought the playground equipment, they had given us, the manufacturer had given us 3 companies to use, because we were afraid we didn't want to void our warranty if someone installed it the wrong way. Successfully, Michigan Rec has been one of the better ones in terms of doing the projects, so we have stuck to them so that we make sure that if we have any issues with installation, things like that, we're able to just focus on one installer. And so that resolution states how the statutes provide for us to be able to do that. And I am looking for the board to approve the installation, and we would hopefully get started this fall so that the playground equipment is available for next year. Now, the only thing I want to note is that the George Beach one, originally that was slated for the marina. It still may end up at George Beach, but a location, a separate option location, if it's not able to go there, is Pennsylvania Park.
No cost change?
No.
Okay. Okay, so it doesn't affect the total.
Correct.
Okay, any questions or concerns?
None.
Okay, motion to approve resolution number 2017-56, authorizing the public purchase of equipment installation services using a special purchasing method for Michigan Rec for playground equipment in the amount of $209,523.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, next is change order number 1 for the community center project site 1 for Bofw Mechanical in the amount of $3,044. This is for running 40 feet of 4-inch underground pipe through the storage room, which is located at the eastern corner of the building, along the floors for utilities. This was something that had to get added with the project. It is a recommendation of the engineering department to approve. Any questions or concerns?
None.
Okay, motion to approve change order number 1 for Bofw Mechanical for Community Center Site 1 in the amount of $3,044.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next is change order number 2 for Larson and Danielson, also working on the community center. Project for Site 1. This is for changes for the athletic flooring around the gymnasium for the track field. This is going to be better, more tough material, and then the actual application is going to be changed, which is different from the original scope. We're also, along with that, changing the overall color. All of this amounts to the dollar figure of $10,210. Again, this is from the recommendation from the engineering department for approval. Any questions or concerns? Motion to approve change order number 2 for Larson and Danielson in the amount of $10,210.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have change order number 1 for Larson and Danielson for Community Center Site 2. This is changes to the roofing material and color and steel support bracing for the second site. This was changed for the first site, and so now we're doing it for the second one for consistency purposes. This amount for the new material coming in is $40,000, $40,668. Again, for the new roofing material for the second community center located at Guthrie and Broadway. So, any questions or concerns? Motion to approve change order number 1 for Larson and Danielson for the community center project site 2 in the amount of $40,668.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have before us the construction design agreement between the city and First Group Engineering for designing the reconstruction of Michigan Avenue from Kennedy all the way to Klein. Their figure for this job is $278,830. Again, to provide us the services of design for the full reconstruction of Michigan Avenue. That includes the removal and replacement of all underground utility lines, new sidewalk, new pavement, and lighting. Any questions, any concerns?
None.
Okay. Motion to approve agreement between the city and First Group Engineering for design services for Michigan Avenue from Kennedy to Klein.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have right-of-way applications. Permit application number 17-02776, heavy load Gabby's Trucking, only via Michigan Avenue and Dickey Road. Application number 17-02777, heavy load Atlas Crane Service, holding via 312 and Todd Avenue. Application number 17-02778, heavy load Agri Transport, holding via Gosling, which turns into 145th Street down to the state roads. Application number 17-02779, heavy load Tri-Union Express, holding via Dickey, Michigan, Riley, Canal Street, Harbor Drive. Application number 17-02780, dumpster, Elizabeth Copus at 5013 Norcott Avenue. Moving pad will be placed in front of the property. Application number 17-02781, Jose Figueroa Mendoza. Figueroa Mendoza at 4307 Bering Avenue, demolition of garage. Application number 17-02782, dumpster, Dan Paul Maria, Paulco Properties at 913 144th Street. Application number 17-02783, dumpster, Maria Kamako at 4841 Walsh Avenue, replacement for the roof. Application number 17-02784, dumpster, Joe Berlenga at 3814 Parish Avenue, remodel of entire 2-unit structure. That completes the right-of-way application from the engineering department. Any questions, any concerns?
No.
Okay, motion to approve right-of-way applications.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, there is no old business, there is no other business. Next regular meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, October 11th, 2017 at 4:30 p.m. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second, roll call.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
like to call to order the Board of Public Safety meeting. Roll call.
Milton Reed. Richard Kemzinski.
Here.
Thomas Davis.
Okay, we have no minutes from last meeting, no correspondence.
You want me to make a motion? I motion that we table this and come back with folk in here.
No,
We got some.
All right, I was just trying to help you out.
We gonna be all right.
okay, we have first business resolution, number 2017-12, 141st Street, release of lien. Can I have a motion on that?
I so move.
I second. Roll call.
Richard Kemzinski.
Aye.
Thomas Davis.
Aye.
Second resolution, number 2017-13, 3813 Alder Street, release of lien. Can I have a motion on that?
I so move that resolution.
I second. Motion?
Richard Kemzinski.
Aye.
Thomas Davis.
Aye.
Okay. Now we go to the building department. Want to take the people who are here first?
Sure.
Okay.
Here, 4810 West, we do have, yes, here as well. This is a property that we have not seen any progress in, no permits, but I'll let him go ahead and speak on behalf of
Good evening. I am handling this matter for Attorney Driscoll, so I'm covering it for him. He has spoke to our client. Our client has been trying to withdraw money so he can make the necessary repairs. He's currently trying to make withdrawals from his 401k so he could pay for the permit and pay for the repairs necessary. I'm simply hoping that maybe we could extend that expired agreement to rehab the property. I believe it expired August 23rd.
Like you said, you're trying to get an extension on this property?
Yes, sir.
Commission?
This, the new owner was given the opportunity to enter into a rehab agreement on April 28, 2017. Since then, the rehab agreement has expired. The due date was August 23rd of 2017. We have not seen any permits applied for, nor any no activity whatsoever. And so, my recommendation is to enter an order of demolition due to the lack of, any work being done, no permits as well.
I have no comments. No work done.
No, Your Honor, no, there isn't any work done. From my conversations with the attorney on the case, he has been trying to get the funds necessary so he can get the permits and make the repairs due. Apparently, he's been trying to take the money from his 401k to do so.
Commissioner, what would you like to do with this?
Like I said, I would enter the order of demolition if I would request that. If there has to be a stay or anything, if once he's able that would be something that we could present before the board at a later date. But at this point, that, you know, the desire to obtain the funds and so forth would not be, you know, a reason why we would put a hold, being that it is in violation, it has been in violation.
I'd say we put the order of demo in, it takes 30 days.
And
Okay. We'll go with the order of demo. Vote.
I so move that the demolition be put on hold and stay at least for 30 days, you say, maybe? And if he doesn't do anything in 30 days, then we'll go from there.
Nice second.
Roll call.
Richard Chemzinski?
Yes.
Thomas Davis?
Yes.
On the second here, we have the owner and attorney Pearson on for 2113-15 Broadway. We do have some permits that have been pulled on this, and there is some work in progress. I'd like to finalize this by November 22nd. The owner and the attorney Pearson are here, as well as they'd like to come up, or if they're
We had an agreement with you.
agreement. Okay, so if my recommendation would be to continue it until November 22nd. So,
Okay.
Very good. Motion on that?
Do we need a-
oh, yeah,
No.
You know? Okay. Then continue until the 20th. Thank you, and both of you.
I see Mr. Cunningham as well.
See what's up?
An attorney Ivan, this is 3806 Main Street.
Correct.
This is a property that we've also have, that Mr. Cunningham has had signed rehab agreement. We haven't seen any work being done in the front building. As you may recall, on the rear building, there was an order of demolition that was entered for that rear structure. As far as the front building, we have not had any permits, but I'll advise them.
Have you been out there recently with Solus?
Solus pulled a permit, and we've been working on it for the last 2 weeks.
On the front, on the bigger building?
So the permit is at least 2 to 3 weeks old.
Last time we were here, I think you approved the demolition order of the small building in the back. And the construction company has looked at it and thinks it's rehabable at a reasonable rate and will be providing a bid sometime after he gets...
Yeah, he said give him 2 weeks, because he should be able to finish the front in like 2 weeks. He said when he finishes the front, because you know he's busy too, he said we'll go in the back and we'll look at everything and he'll give me an estimate on the back.
Are they working on it now, Mr.
Pardon?
Have someone working on it now?
Yeah, but he put a permit about 2 to 3 weeks ago.
It's
And
Solus.
it's in the window. And Solus Construction, S-O-L-I-S, Solus Construction. And like I said, he put a permit, I put the permit in the window, and we've been working on it for the last 2 to 3 weeks. And I just bought a bunch of material today.
I'm gonna have to verify that. I did not see it in the system, but I may have.
Right. If you go back there, there's permits in the window.
I may have skipped it in the system. Let me verify that, and we can continue this for the front building
Right.
as well. And we can
continuing until November, you should have everything?
Yeah, by November, I'll finish up the front.
Sorry, I start by train.
Yeah, 2 trains.
Yeah. So James went out without me.
By November, we should be finished the front and have an estimate for the back.
Okay.
Okay?
All right,
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
And if you want to meet the outcome,
From Holman Avenue to Kennedy Avenue, I still have to go north. But that one creek traffic.
right, and then if you want to call me, you can. I'll just meet you out there, and I'll go over whatever you need. But we've been working on it. Okay? All right. Thank you.
Sorry, James, I gotta start by train.
No problem. Want to take over?
Michael and I have been in touch. See what we can do. Thank you.
I apologize to the board, I was stuck by a train and I couldn't go over because it was closed, so I had to just sit there. All right, 4610 Bearing. There is work in progress, am I correct that the date is November 22nd for the November date? Permits have been pulled, we're going to continue that to November 22nd. 2113 Broadway you just took care of with Attorney Pearson who was here. 3917 Carey Street, there is work in progress, am I correct that the date will be December 27th?
It might change that.
Yeah.
Good day.
That's right, like Christmas.
Yeah, well, no, I know Christmas is, I think, Monday. So the 26th would be Tuesday, and so the 27th would be Wednesday. Well, let's use 27th. If it winds up changing, we can go ahead and send new notices out. 617 Chicago Avenue, we're going to also continue that until December 27th. CDR to be received in a couple of weeks and permits to be issued for the work. So it's still December. The next one is 3907 Deal Street. We're going to continue that one until December 27th. There are some issues we're trying to work out with the owner on that property. On 3833 Theodore, there's a rehab inspection to be conducted, and we're going to continue that for 1 month until October 25th. Am I correct that October 25th is the date for next? I think it is. It's the last Wednesday. All right. The next one is 4022 Drummond. There is work in progress. We're going to use the November 22nd date for that property. 3924 Elm Street, we've already taken care of, and that one will be continued. Oh, okay. We're going to continue that one until November 22nd, 2017. 3926 Elm Street, there is work in progress. We're going to continue that until November 22nd, 2017. All right, and then we did have Attorney Bodensteiner here. Did we give the status date though?
Yeah, so November
Okay.
22nd.
I hope something happens on that one. On that one, I was getting ready to enter an order for the front property.
It represented that there was a permit has been pulled and it's posted in the window, although James did not see it in the system.
All right, and then we have 3819 Pulaski Street. The property is in compliance. We're going to remove this from the demolition list. There was never an order entered, so there is no need to rescind. We can just close the property. We have 4848 Todd. There is work in progress, and this will also be continued until December 27th. All right, now this one, you want to enter the order?
And then there's some order with the state.
Right, but we have, I have the order here for them to sign. So is there an attorney?
Yes.
Okay, Attorney Driscoll, he must be for training. For 4810 WEG, I have prepared an order for the board to sign, and we're going to stay 30 days. Here's the demolition order I've prepared for you. He's never showed up. And then the last program list is 4803 Walsh. This was not the one that I actually prepared, but I do have a ghost file for it with some photographs. There was a fire. There was a demolition order entered by this board in February of Mr. Posh's, February of this year. A notice of emergency order to demolish the unsafe building. At the time, he had said that he was working with his insurance company. If the board wants to see the pictures, I don't think there's anything changed.
No, that's,
Yeah, as I said.
This boy is talking.
Yeah, it burned, well, actually burned. He has received some money from his insurance company, which he has given, did East Chicago have it? East Chicago has it. So at this point in time, there's really nothing more to be done as far as rehabilitation. The building department is just asking you to lift the stay so they can proceed with the demolition using the funds that they were given by the insurance company.
okay. We need to vote on that? Okay. Like to lift the stay on 4810 Wake and proceed with the demolition.
No, it was 4803 Walsh, I'm sorry. 4810 WAG is the one where we enter the order of demolition, but we're going to stay at 30 days. This is 4803 Walsh.
4803 Walsh.
That's okay, they look alike.
Lift the stay on that 4803 Walsh. I second the motion.
Richard Tremzinski,
Yes.
Thomas Davis.
Yeah. Good, what's going on?
Thank you much, Gordon.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yeah, I guess I feel bad.
You go.